Salute to my peopleizations, man. Jay Good. Salute, brother. Architect One, Southside Tone, Joseph Brown, Chef Boyardee, Jafari Caesar, Vado Newton, Kanad Williams, Easy Money 12217, Robert Rich, Dal Duan, my brother Jay Good, Aftermath White, GG, Lowe's 1420, Abdullah Rahim Hughes, Aria Pendo, TZ Frank, Victor Cologne, Jamal Wright, Big Chef Boxing, salute. Burgess Meredith, salute. Burgess Meredith. Hold on, man. Got up late, man. Big Zoe, Eric Adams, salute. Stay connected, salute. Be Rail 87, Chill Balls, YG Knight, Gil Cole, salute. Salute my peopleizations, man. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Robert Rich, Jafari Caesar. What's good? Nah, I ain't in the shower brushing the chompers, man. William Old School all day. Quan 4-3, salute. What's good with you, kid? Randy Ridley. What's good? Yeah, smash that like button, man. Smash that like button, my peopleizations. Them likes up to 50, man. Jonathan, what's good? Mr. De Niro. All right, we live. Marquise Johnson, salute. Tex Rock. My brother Bish, B Megastar, salute. Dwayne Yosef. Todd Smith. Ronald Jones, salute. Duke, salute. James Dagg, salute. Big Zoe. Jamal Wright. Salute, salute. She ate it pretty, pretty. Because we're going to get it started, man. Pardon me, my peopleization. Michael James, 616, salute. Oh, man, I didn't even see my car here. James Smith, salute. You can hear me now? Boo, I'm going to take your call for a second. You need it? Chuck P, salute. Eric Downs. Jay Cooley, salute. Man, I didn't even see. They take my car so much, I didn't even see that my car was here. I thought it wasn't here. Now I'm taking my truck, AKA my wife's truck now. See, they're going to keep messing with the stream, man. Smash the like button, my peopleization. Cherry Schneisel, salute. Come on, yes. Notice, you know a woman driver when you see him. Drew Titan, salute. Big Dog Willie, salute. Big Dog Willie don't got a wrench. Smash that like button, man. Oh, they going Christopher Schaefer, salute. They're going to keep messing with the stream, man. P Money, salute. Smash the like button, man. Them likes up to a hundo. Almighty Lord, salute. I ain't starting off my streams late, man. Black Thanos, salute. You going to the press conference, Blue? Yeah, yes, sir. That's why I started my stream late this morning, man. Cause I'm taking the train and I messed around and Googled the train time, and good thing I checked it. I don't know what made me check it, man, but I go ahead and check the train time by accident and realized that I had the wrong time because I put it on PM. Jimmy Bernard, salute. I put it on PM instead of AM, so I was gonna miss the train. Well, I wasn't gonna miss it because I would have been super early. So good thing I Googled it. David Hall, salute. Ryan Clark, salute. Good thing I Googled it, man, because I would have been super early to the train station. LDBC, yes, sir. So, you know what I mean? Smash the like button and talk of Texas, salute. What do you think about AJ yesterday? I'm going to tell y'all, to be honest, man, I think David the Real Thomas, salute. To be honest, man, I think AJ and Andy Ruiz don't want to be in Saudi Arabia. Don Banks, salute. Neither one of them are overly joyed to be in Saudi Arabia. What it is the money is there. Tone Bone, Rashawn Williams, salute. The money is there. Um, they needed a neutral location because they promised Andy Ruiz a neutral location. Uh, so the money is there. Eric Stewart, salute. They had to have a neutral location, and Saudi Arabia was the final destination. But neither one of them are James Dole, salute. James Dag, salute. Neither one of them wanted to be there. That's why it was no energy from either guy. You could tell that Daniel Smith, Mike Biggs, salute. You could tell both guys were trying to force themselves to be in the moment. You could tell. Bush guards, salute. Both guys were trying to force themselves to be in the moment. Neither guy wanted to be there, man. Christina Craig, salute. She said she fancy Porter. It's going to be a tough fight for both guys. As soon as we get 150 likes, we're going to get into this, man. But Denard Reed, salute. Errol, Anthony Joshua nor Andy Ruiz wanted to be there yesterday. Seeing the unseen boxer, salute. Neither one of those guys wanted to be there. So, everybody was drawing at straws trying to, find any little thing to be a topic to talk about the press conference because neither guy was excited to be there. Randy Ridley, salute. Neither one of these guys was excited to be there, overly joyed to be there. Neither one of them. Neither one of them was excited to be there. And Eric Jackson, salute. And so, they was trying to muster up the energy, to say like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. That's why there was no enthusiasm. There was no real emotion. People were saying, oh, Andy Ruiz, he turned first, he laughed. Andy Ruiz always laughed. He did that before the first fight. Before the first fight, Andy Ruiz did that. Okay? And this time, Jehovah, salute. Dynamite 100, salute. They both did it. Andy Ruiz cracked the smile. Anthony Joshua cracked the smile. And it had nothing to do with animosity to one another. It had nothing to do with building up the fight. It's the atmosphere. Neither guy, AJ is used to a certain type of crowd in the UK, and Andy Ruiz is used to a certain type of crowd in the States. And neither guy were overly joyed to be there. It was a different experience for both guys. It would be different if it was a different experience like Joshua's first time fighting in the States. And it wouldn't. Joshua fought Andrew Ruiz professional. It was Joshua's first time fighting in the States as a professional. It wasn't his first time fighting in the States. That's a myth. The real McCoy, salute. He's fought in the States before. It wasn't his first time fighting as a professional. And so neither guy had too much oomph and want to for the fight. Period, man. So at the end of the day, man, there was no enthusiasm. There was no man, they done changed the machines up. There was no emotion. There was no enthusiasm. Hey, man, come on. So, Real Top Cap, what's good? Punchlines and pugilism, salute. So, there was no emotion. And that's because, like I stated, it was Ramiro Harris, salute. No, neither one of them guys wanted to be in Saudi Arabia, man. All the rumbles you heard was true. Believe me, all the rumbles you heard about Joshua wanting the rematch in New York and Andy Ruiz wanting, at the end of the day, the rematch is going to where they make the most money, and that's Saudi Arabia. Period. Nothing to do with who want what. That was strictly a promoter. That was strictly Eddie Hearns. That's what that was. And to Eddie Hearns, defense, you know, come on, man, gotta be here, man. And to Eddie Hearn's defense, he trying to rekindle things that took place in the past. Rumble in the Jungle, Thriller in Manila. You understand? If this Elvis Cabral, salute. People forget. Roosevelt Hill, salute. People forget that George Foreman didn't want to go fight Muhammad Ali in the jungle in Africa. George Foreman didn't want that fight. Don't forget, George Foreman attempted to leave. Iceberg Nerd, the Zenith 360, Stephen L. Hawkins, salute. Oh, we got somebody in here. Uh, um, so, don't forget, George Foreman didn't want to be there. He said you can't. Bobby Jean said you can't rekindle in Saudi Arabia. Why not? John Bailey, 88, salute. Why not? That's what people thought before. See, Johnny Bryan, salute. And see, this is what people thought before. Before you had the Thriller in Manila, before you had the Rumble in the Jungle, people thought that Don King was outside of his mind. Vin D, salute, when he set those fights up, and people was upset then, and claiming that hey, don't block Christina Craig. Let her have her opinion. So we forget that it was the same thing said ahead of that. B. Brown, salute. Mario Harrell, salute. Bo One, salute. People forget that nobody wanted. Oh, my brother Jay Good blocked somebody. If Jay Good blocked you, stay ready. Salute. What's good with you? If Jay Good blocked you, you was getting beside yourself. I ain't never seen Jay Good block nobody. Land of the 216, salute. I ain't never seen my brother Jay Good block nobody. If he blocked you, then yeah, you was getting crazy. Wayne Jr., salute. Almighty Lord, Chilltown Major, salute. Yeah, you was getting beside yourself. Jay Good blocked you. Big time. Michelle Bouchard, peace and blessings. Grand rising to you, Queen. How that new baby doing? Anthony Bolton, salute. MDK 216, salute. My brother, Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian. What's good with you, Kurt? What's good with you, Kurt? Shabazz Muyami, salute. So let's get into this, right? People, let's get 200 likes. Norland's Kid, salute. Norland's. Dante Watkins, salute. So remember, my brother Kurt could attest to this too. She said, "Great sleeping right now. He had me up all night." I'm sure. That's the beauty of it. Me and my wife was just saying yesterday how fast time flies, and you got to treasure every moment. Now all of a sudden our youngest is going to school already. Time flew, man. Steven Jackson, salute. Then you be wishing you could reverse the times. Those little slight memories, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my brother Kurt could attest to this, right? You remember George Foreman? People were saying the same thing about the going over to Manila and Africa, and Oh man, it ain't gonna do. Kira and Alexis, salute. It ain't gonna do well over there. You know, you gotta go. You gotta stay in the states and all of that. And it's groundbreaking. You gotta start somewhere. That's why you never see me say anything about it being a negative about it being in Saudi Arabia. For one, if you've never been there, we only assuming how it is over there. Ismail Casillas, salute. We only assuming, and we going off of what we're being told in videos that you know they want to show us. It's just like when they show us the motherland in Africa, they show us only videos and kids with that's hungry and starving and flies and the wildlife. Yep, he said Don King was a visionary. Yeah, Michelle, it's good for boxing because we just assuming that that is worse than what it is because of what they tell us. That's why. And keep in mind, they said there was going to be no women allowed. Now I can count on my hand how many women was there, but I seen about 4 women there yesterday at the press conference. So Robert Taylor, salute. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know, Africa got subways, bridges, like New York City. You wouldn't even know that. Dre Finest 22, salute. You wouldn't know that Africa had all these things unless you really did research. So all we hear about Saudi Arabia is the negative. And so that's what we take and run with. But we know they got money over there. We know it's money over there. And so, you know, sometimes we gotta, you know, be careful how we judge things if we never been there. So we quick to say that Saudi Arabia, man, I'm scared to go over there, you know. It don't got this, it don't have that. Well, you judging before you actually know and physically been there. You never physically been there. You're basing it off of something you don't know. So it's actually based off of ignorance, to be honest. You understand what I'm saying? And so Bobby Jean said, but most of the negative is true. Bobby Jean, I have never been there, so I can't say. I don't like to judge books by its cover. And I'm not going to go based off of what somebody else tell me. Now, Bobby Jean, if you physically been over there, then you know. But my brother has been over there because he served in the army, and he told me it was beautiful. See, OPJ 5E said, it's very safe and beautiful. And been there. My brother, Black Cam TV, salute. Harambe Jackson, salute. See, Harambe Jackson said it's beautiful over there. So see, that's what I'm saying. You get mixed reviews. I can't sit here and say, oh, it's like this or it's like that. And I've never been there. General Squad, salute. So we basing the book off of somebody telling me. So Bobby Jean, if you've been there, and you can have your own opinion of what it's like. But I know Anthony Willis, salute. My brother been there in the army, and he straight up told me it was beautiful over there. That's what he told me. Mukta Hossein, salute. I am not saying they do not have money. No, I said, you said most of the negative that you hear is true. How could you say that if you never been there? Dre OG React, salute. Look, Dre OG React said, Air Force for 8 years and it's nice there. See? He been in the Air Force and been over there. He said it's nice. Talib Cunningham, salute. You see what I'm saying? So, Bobby Jean, if you never been there, and I never said that you didn't say it didn't have money. What you said was, most of the negative you hear is true. And I asked you, have you been there? And then you said, I'm not saying it didn't have money. So, Marvin Williams, salute. Johnny Bryan said, Blue, they Journalists, yeah, and nothing was done about it. But again, how you know that to be true? We have to understand, and we have to dig deep and do our research and understand that everything you see on TV, everything they report to us is not the truth. It's illusion. Master Messiah, salute. Master Messiah says a beautiful place. I've been there. J1 Pro, salute. Some people say US is beautiful, but the flaws for some people outweighs the beauty. Well, see, again, Bobby Jean, I'm going to tell you again. Every place have bad places. OS, salute. Every place has bad places. So people could come to New York and say, oh man, I ain't going to New York, man. It's hood, it's this, it's that. That's not everywhere in New York. Mike Hennigan, salute. So again, if you never been everywhere in New York to judge every place, every specific place in New York, then how could you judge it? It's just like people with Chicago. I never been to Chicago, but all I hear about Chicago is the negative. But then I have an issue with that. Cypher Supreme, salute. Now I have an issue with that because see, I'm not saying that you don't. Don't take it negative. Nobody take this negative. Me, I use my brain and I dig deeper before I judge it. PK Boxing MMA, salute. All I hear, I've never been physically to Chicago, but all I hear about Chicago is the negative things, right? About Chicago. But then my better judgment kicks in and tells me, well, I've never heard too many. There's plenty of professional sports teams in Chicago, right? You have the Chicago Cubs, you have the Chicago White Sox, you have the Chicago Bulls, you have the what's the hockey team? They got the hockey team, right? And I've never heard Travis Pittman, Keith Oliver, salute. I've never heard of any of these athletes being in any grave danger. So that tells me that there has to be good places in Chicago because the Blackhawks, right? Paco Velasquez, salute. So that tells me that there has to be positive places in Chicago. So everywhere in Chicago, the Bears, right? Deontay Ariel, salute. Yeah, Dwayne. You got the Chicago Bears. And I'm not seeing any of these places being void of attendance. I've seen the Chicago Bulls. I know the Chicago Bulls is sold out every single year. I'm a Bulls fan. I know the Chicago Cubs, who struggle to win, are sold out every year. Wrigley Field is an attraction. It's a historic attraction. So that lets me know. That lets me know that everything in Chicago is not bad. That lets me know that they're pushing an agenda. Jamedley Music, salute. Bobby Jean. Now listen to what Bobby Jean said. And Bobby Jean, please don't take this in a negative way. But this is the epitome of us as Americans, thinking that we're better than other places. Just going with the agenda that's pushed. And not researching and staying ignorant to the facts. Bobby Jean says, I heard the negative and positive, but you're not going to change my mind. Saudi Arabia, especially me being a female. Okay, Bobby Jean. Again, I'm going to ask you this. Have you been to Saudi Arabia? Have you been to Saudi Arabia? Anthony Bolton. Salute. Leon Robinson. Big time. Caesar T. Salute. UFC MMA Boxing News. Salute. Have you been to Saudi Arabia? Again, Bobby Jean, you still refusing to answer the question, Queen. Have you been to Saudi Arabia? Because let me tell you something, Bobby Jean. Let me tell you something, Bobby Jean. Right? This is what's the problem with America today. This is the problem with America today. This is why you have the things that take place in the African American neighborhoods, because people don't choose to do their research and educate themselves on what's taking place. So there's an agenda being pushed in these neighborhoods, right? That people are saying, and they never been there and don't know the African American culture. Shadow 979, salute. And so you saying you're judging somebody, a place that you never been, you're going off a hearsay. You've never witnessed it with your own eyes and your own ears. So how could you say that it's such a horrible place if you've never been there? Organic Earth 420, salute. Cutthroat Sports, salute. Bobby Jean. This is what, and I'm going to tell you this. You need to enlighten yourself. Don't stop judging places if you've never been there. All you know is what somebody told you. This particular place with track history is probably the most horrible track history of any country in the world. And this is what you're being told, and that's what you're taking and running with it. So how could you say, if you never, okay, listen, Bobby G, because this is what you're saying, so you're contradicting yourself. So what you're saying is, you said that I would never go there because I'm a woman. Again, you're judging them based off of what you're being told. You said I don't need to go there. No, you do need to go there, because maybe that will broaden your horizon. That will open your mind up. So yeah, you do need to go there. Blair Tibbs, salute. You do need to go there. Every person that has an opinion on a place or a thing or something that hasn't, and they never ever experienced it, but can have a strong opinion about it, needs to experience it. They truly do. Because you need to educate yourself. And that's what's wrong with this country today. Miseducation. Christopher Schaefer, salute in that super chat. He said mainstream is controlled, so it creates narratives to justify certain actions by the controllers. Exactly. Hey, Christopher Schaefer, say it again, man. Mainstream is controlled, so it creates narratives to justify certain actions by controllers. Exactly. Lowe's 1420, salute. Bobby Jean. Again, I'm going to tell you again. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say this again. Have you ever physically seen something happen to a negative happen to a female who went over there? Have you don't tell me what you saw on TV. Don't tell me what you heard. Have you physically seen it? Or do you physically know somebody that happened to? Don't tell me an actor or actress that you saw on the news. Because that's what it is. And I'm trying not to go there. Newborn, salute. Eugene Osborne, salute. Everybody said I look like Danny Jacobs, man. Ricky Samuel, salute. I'm trying not to go there, man. Do you physically know any person that has been there and came back and told you this is how it is? Because I physically know people that has been there and told me it's nothing like what they tell you it is. Sad one, salute. Thank you, my brother Bish B. Megastar. Thank you. Listen to what he said. We're judging other countries based off of the rights that the female gender is awarded. But you live here in this country, and listen what my brother Bish just said. This country still hasn't had a female president. Women still make less than men. Our president degrade women all the time. But yet you complaining about another country and their rights that you never even experienced. BBG, salute. KQKC, my brother, what's good? JMJ 2121, salute. Your very own commander-in-chief disrespects you here on your own soil, yet you're complaining about somebody else's rules and lifestyle in a country that you've never been in. Now tell me how that makes sense. Tell me how that makes sense. Tell me. Somebody tell me, please. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Somebody tell me. Sheik and Danny, salute. I'll wait. Please enlighten me. To Mary Laurie, peace and blessings, Queen. Grand Rising. Right, but okay, so let me say this, right? So you see, to Mary Laurie said women just gained the right to drive over there 2 years ago. Cool. Cool, right? So everybody has to start from somewhere. Right? Everybody has to start from somewhere. There's still religion here that prevent women from things. So what are we talking about? There's still lifestyles here that prevent women from certain rights. So what are we talking about? Because something is you take for granted that they don't take for granted. It's stuff that they take for granted that you don't take for granted. You ever thought about that? So because you say, well, over there, they can't do this. And you used to doing it over here. Well, if you don't know no different, then why would you complain? Bobby Jean. It's abundantly clear to me that you choose not to listen and you have a closed mind. That's number one. I didn't change the narrative. I gave you an example. Two different things. Okay. Uh, um. Okay. Let me give you another example. Right. That you're complaining about. You're complaining. Star City J. Salute. Let me tell you. Let me tell you guys something. You're complaining about rights and things that women can and can't do, right? But there's foods that's harming you over here that's illegal over there. But you put it in your body every day. So you saying you do your research before you travel to another country. Do you do your research on everything that you physically put in your body every day on a daily basis? Because if you did, it would be nothing here for you to eat on this soil. It would be nothing for you to eat here on this soil. So you talking about what they do and how they live over there, but they bar certain things from going into your system because they want to live a certain lifestyle and they don't want to harm the physical being, right? So there's foods over there that you cannot consume and not even travel to their country with. You didn't complain about it, but you're judging them. So did you realize that? So you saying that you do your research, so you're afraid to go over there because of the way their lifestyle is. But you're not afraid to be here, and these people are giving you something that's harmful for you on a daily basis, every single time you wake up. So let me ask you a question. You're worried about your well-being, correct? See, this is how, and I try not to get into these things, but you worried about your well-being, right? Yes or no? Right. You are. But you're worrying about your well-being, correct? Yes or no? Salute to my brother Christopher Jeanette and that super chat. He said that went over their heads, Big Blue. Yeah, I know. So, Bobby Jean, so this is what I'm saying. Then why don't you move to another country? Because you should be more worried here than you should be any place. Because on a daily basis, right, you're consuming into your physical being. Because what you're going off, if you mosquito salute, if you don't have your physical being, you don't have nothing, right? So okay, every day on a daily basis, they're slowly harming you, right? So why wouldn't you just exit this country altogether if you're worried about your well-being? Because where you get right now, right? What did you eat today? And be honest. And I'm all off topic of Shawn Porter, Errol Spence, but be honest. What did you consume today? No, you said you were. See, Bobby Jean, what you said was you were worried here at times. Key word. You said at times. Donzel X's salute. You said at times, meaning that there's places that you don't feel in danger, right? So why couldn't you be over there and at times not feel the same way? Easy money 217. Yeah, I'm just trying to enlighten the easy money. Some oatmeal, right? So you consume oatmeal. Now do your research on that oatmeal and what it's actually doing to your body. See, because mentally, this is what we do here. We push it to our subconscious. In our subconscious mind, we know that we shouldn't be consuming these things. But guess what? We make ourselves comfortable mentally to be able to do it because we just chalk it up. That's what happens. That's what happens. I love oatmeal. I used to eat oatmeal on a daily basis. Every day when I was bodybuilding. Oatmeal and eggs. Every single morning. Ask my wife. My wife can tell you. Oatmeal and eggs to the point where it became nauseous to her. So Bobby Jean, that's what I'm saying. If you can't get around not consuming the air, the water, and the food. Frank Bickham, salute. You can't get around not consuming the water, the air, and the food. You follow where I'm going with this? So stop letting people tell you that outside of here, because they telling you, oh, well, this happened, that happened. You ever watch a movie? I watched The Equalizer. I watched the movie just last night. John Wick. Those are all actors. Those are all actors, right? So have you personally seen any of these people? I've watched movies and seen people, and I'm like, man, how they do that? The Art of Illusion. H-Town 713, and they tell you this every time. Salute to my brother H-Town 713. It's the Art of Illusion. So you seeing this happening on television, right? Unstoppable Force 101, salute. Let me ask you a question. You see this happen, Iceberg Nurse, salute. If it happens to one, it can happen to multiple people, right? Man, I don't know how I got on this topic. But Bonnet South D-Town, salute. So why don't you see it happen more often? Because we still get news from there, right? We still get updates. Mo your sauce, salute. Right? I'm just saying. Wits Entertainment, salute. I still salute. Gotta educate my people, bro. I must educate my people. So anyway, let's get into this boxing, man. I must educate my people, my peopleizations, because Bobby Jean is still my peopleizations. So it's nothing personal to Bobby Jean, and none of that. It's just I just want to educate my people. Catman 785, salute. Marco J. Bo, salute. That's all. Darnell Coleman, salute. Exactly. Nolan's kid. Exactly. That's my point. Haas Kareem. So I just get that's all. That's all. I'm just trying to educate my peopleizations, man. Muhammad Moose. Yo, Big Blue. Remember, what's your opinion on Wilder's wants all the belts? Are you asking me what's my Muhammad Moose? What's my opinion on Wilder wanting all those belts? Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. Salute. I still got Crawford over Spence. Yep. Adjustments. But it's slowly dwindling. You guys know I always said it was a 50-50 fight. I think Deontay Wilder is going to push for the winner of this fight. I think Deontay Wilder will push for Anthony Joshua if Anthony Joshua allows it. But if Anthony Joshua sidesteps it and like they're saying he has no interest in making it and all of this stuff, right? Then if Andy Ruiz Jr. wins, you're gonna see Deontay Wilder face Andy Ruiz after he fight Luis Ortiz. If Anthony Joshua wins, you're gonna see Deontay Wilder fight Tyson Fury because, as you can see, they're not interested in negotiating that fight. Mike Hennigan, salute. Right? They're not interested in negotiating that fight. Now back to Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. You guys know I always said that I felt like Terence Crawford would edge out the victory. I always said that I think Terence Crawford would win a split decision victory because I think that he'd make the necessary adjustments to be victorious against Errol Spence. But that's closing. That gap is closing, man. My opinion is changing. The Real McCoy, salute in the super chat. He said, "Facts, Blue. I just got back from Jamaica, and their soda doesn't contain zero high fructose corn syrup, which does the body no good." That's a fact. This is what I'm talking about. But we'll judge other places. You understand? So I always felt like that. Always boxing controversy. Salute. Darren Smith, salute. You guys know I always say that. I never half step on my opinion. You know I always keep it a hundo, my peopleizations. So I always thought that Terence Crawford would edge out Errol Spence in a split decision, very, very close fight. And you guys know I always said that if 88 Sports Store, salute. Tressler Patterson, salute. If Errol Spence was to win the fight, I would not be surprised by no stretch of the imagination. You understand? By no stretch of the imagination. But I could tell you this, the more Terence Crawford has top-notch opposition, and the more Errol Spence is fighting top-notch uh, uh, top-notch opposition, the gap is closing. Jay Cooley, salute. In that super chat, he said blue bud too little, too blue bud too little. Nah, he not that little. T-Tone Toledo, 1965, salute. Clovis Watson, salute. Cadillac Red, salute. He not that little. I always say that. NBA Film, salute. The Real Marlo, salute. I always feel like Crawford would win that fight. He not that little. He packed enough punch to keep you honest. I know Jose Benavidez is much bigger than Errol Spence, and Bud stopped him, and Bud was able to keep him honest. So that means he got enough power to keep him honest, and that's a big dude. He stopped Jeff Horn, who bullied Manny Pacquiao, right? And Jeff Horn and that was his first fight at 47. And Jeff Horn is we see move right up to 54. He moved right up to 54. So uh, um, he ain't that small. He got strength. He's stronger than what you believe he is. And so with that said, I think that that's being overstated his size. Errol Spence is definitely the biggest fighter, but I think that his size is being overstated against Crawford. Can I get extra large navy blue V-neck? Navy blue neck, extra large. Yeah. So I think that that's being overstated. But at this point in time, it came down to experience. It never had nothing to do with size between Spence and Crawford. It always had to do with experience, but in my mind, in my opinion. And because, like I said, go back and watch all my videos and why I said that but Crawford would be victorious against Spence. Go back and watch all my videos. I chalked it up to Terence Crawford being able to make the necessary adjustments to be victorious against Errol Spence. And I always say the only person that could compete with Errol Spence and have a true chance to beat Errol Spence without, there being some sort of upset or something like that would be Terence Crawford because of the necessary experience, the necessary adjustments I believe that Terence Crawford can make. That Errol Spence didn't have the experience. But right now, this Shawn Porter fight is going to give Errol Spence so much experience. Man, I had took it off the market, to be honest, man. I gotta get back on the ball. So right now, there's some people who hats I was supposed to send out and I never even sent out. I never even got a chance to do it, man. So I'm gonna get back on the ball, and send it out, man. Some shirts. I was supposed to send out some shirts, some hats. I'll be back on the ball though. Just give me a second. I'll be back on the ball. Let me see. How much is this right here? Wits Entertainment TV, saluting the super chat. He said I got Crawford styling on Spence. How much?
He said $12.
Yeah, I'll take that. Man, he said, Wits Entertainment, salute the super chat. I got Crawford styling on Spence. People think Crawford easy work, LOL, FOL. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mike Tastic, salute. I think that, salute to you in the super chat too. I think that Crawford is gonna, he has what it takes to make the necessary adjustments to be successful against Errol Spence. But that gap is closing because Nevada Watson, salute. That gap is closing because Terence Crawford is allowing Errol Spence to gain so much traction on him. It's not even funny. It's credit. It's not even funny. Dow Coleman, salute. He's allowing him to gain so much traction on him. It's not even funny because he made the decision to go on the other side of the fence. And now, imagine if Errol Spence is to beat Shawn Porter. Listen to the styles and what the experience he's going to gain. He's going to be in there with a guy like Shawn Porter. Then he's gonna go in there with a Manny Pacquiao. He already went overseas and fought a guy, Kell Brook, in his backyard, right? He gained that experience. He already fought a guy with the experience of Mikey Garcia, right? So he's gaining experience every day especially in big fights. So now, by the time he steps in there with Crawford, Crawford is aging, right? He's getting older now. He's aging. On top of him aging, right? That he's smaller, so the gap is closing. So now the experience and the adjustments that Crawford could make to be successful against Errol Spence is dwindling. It's dwindling, and the reason it's dwindling is because Errol Spence is getting big fight experience. He's getting big fight experience, Errol Spence. So now the gap is closing. So now Errol Spence is no longer. So Terence Crawford, the adjustment, smash the like button, man. Get the likes of 300. So now the adjustments that Terence Crawford can make to be successful in the fight, it's going to be harder for him to do that, advancing in age. And Errol Spence is coming up. He's closing the gap and the experience. So he's seeing so many different styles. Taco K, salute. Excuse me, y'all. He's seeing so many different styles that's going to allow him to see the adjustments that Terence Crawford is going to make. So the NBA Films in the super chat said Crawford not sharpening his iron with iron. Exactly, my brother. Exactly. And he's aging. And he's naturally the smaller guy. Do I think Manny will take the Spence fight? Nope. I think he's being advised not to take that fight. I think he's strongly being advised not to take that fight. Marco J. Bo said, Errol is a Hall of Famer. No, come on, man. Stop, man. Todd King alive, salute. Come on, man. Coach, salute. Nah, come on, man. Stop. A Hall of Famer. Come on, man. Dude, Errol Spence had two big fights in his career. How's he a Hall of Famer? Ishmael Malone, salute. It's too early for that, man. He on his way. He on the right path. For sure. But we just going to place him in the Hall of Fame right now? Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. He looks the part. He's on the right track. This Shawn Porter fight is going to tell him a lot, man. And this is what I'm saying, Mastermind, salute. This is what I'm saying with Terence Crawford. He's allowing Errol Spence to close the gap on him. Ain't nobody to blame but himself. Terence Crawford is how old? 32? So he's in his prime right now. Errol Spence is just getting it. Errol Spence is just closing the gap. He's already there. So it's downhill from there. Terence Crawford ain't going up. Errol Spence is still going on the incline. Terence Crawford plateaued. He plateaued. Everything else from here on with Terence Crawford is downhill. He's already at his peak. And he's allowing Errol Spence, he should have closed that gap before Errol Spence is starting to reach his peak. So that brings me to Shawn Porter, Errol Spence. Quad Marley, salute. Columbus Mark, salute. And how I think this fight is going to play out. I think this is going to be a very, very tough fight for Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence is going to gain a lot of experience. But in the same token, I think that his style and what he brings to the table is all wrong for Shawn Porter. It's all wrong. What Shawn Porter's strengths are is Errol Spence's strengths, but he's bigger and stronger. So can Shawn Porter? He can't outbox Errol Spence from a distance because just physically it's not possible, right? And he can't outmuscle Errol Spence on the inside and out physical Errol Spence on the inside like he did Keith Thurman. Like he did Keith Thurman. You see how he did Keith Thurman? He ain't gonna be able to do that with Errol Spence. Now he gonna test Errol Spence's endurance. Kavari Zadi, salute. He gonna test Errol Spence's endurance. He gonna test Errol Spence's heart. He gonna test everything about Errol Spence. But if Errol Spence is what we all think he is, he gonna pass that test. And that's no disrespect to Shawn Porter. I think it's just physical nature and youth that's going to overcome what Shawn Porter brings to the table. That's not to say that Shawn Porter is a walk in the park. That's not to say Shawn Porter absolutely can't win the fight. It's not to say any of that. Because Shawn Porter can win the fight. Shawn Porter is a good fighter. You know, contrary to popular belief, people don't like Shawn Porter for what they have their own reasoning for not liking Shawn Porter. But that don't mean Shawn Porter is not a good fighter. Because he is. Right? Regardless if you like his style, you don't like his style, whatever may have you. Shawn Porter's a good fighter. Tony Bazo, salute. He's a good fighter. Smash the like button, man. We got 330 people here. Let's get 330 likes. Smash the like button. Michael Kendrick, salute. See, the biggest thing for Spencer is going forward is this is going to test Errol Spence going forward. This is going to give him the necessary tools he needs to beat Terence Crawford. Now think about this, right? He's going to get this pressure fighting style that Shawn Porter's going to try to mix it up because Shawn Porter has a high ring IQ. Torrey Stanley, salute. Again, I'm going to say this again. Shawn Porter just likes he's short and stocky, right? He's built wrong for boxing, if that makes sense. Amir Shahoo, salute. If it makes sense, Shawn Porter's built wrong for boxing, right? He has a short, stocky stature that he should be fighting at 140, right? But his stature. Good morning, Pop. How you doing? He has a short, stocky stature that he should be fighting at 140. Royal Q Dash, salute. But Porter's how you feeling? I'm good. Yep. But Joseph Brown, salute. QGA, salute. So you see him against Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia fought the majority of his career at 140, right? Look at Danny Garcia. Look at Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter in the ring, and how much bigger Danny Garcia was than Shawn Porter. And Shawn Porter actually fought at 54 at one point. Just look at the size difference between Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter. Look at the size difference between Yordenis Ugas and Shawn Porter. If Shawn Porter fought at 140, he would dominate 140. He would absolutely dominate 140. He would beat Regis Prograis. He would beat Josh Taylor. He would beat Maurice Hooker, and he would beat what's the dude name? Jose that just beat Maurice Hooker. Shawn Porter would beat all of them. He would beat all of them. Ramirez. Shawn Porter would beat all of them. He would out physical all of them. They wouldn't be able to withstand his onslaught. They wouldn't be able to withstand his pressure. He would beat all of them. He says, Marco J. Bo said, the size argument it sounds like an excuse. Errol just better than Bud. I'll get to you in 1 second. Miami Snoopy, salute. My brother Christopher Jonette, salute in the super chat. Once again, he said, regardless if you like Porter or not, we will see how good Spence is in this fight. Porter is a level fighter, just not A plus a fighter. Yeah, and Christopher Jeanette. The reason he's not A plus is because of his size. Shawn Porter's not dogging Regis program. Marco J. Ball, what are you talking about? Shawn Porter would dog walk Regis program, brother. Are you kidding me? Claude Jackson, salute. Norm Sales, salute. Regis will beat Porter. Absolutely not. I don't know what y'all watching. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, man. You guys watch Regis Prograis fight. I'm not taking anything away from Regis Prograis. Did you guys watch Shawn Porter? You think that Regis Prograis would beat Devin Alexander in his prime? Man, come on, man. Stop, man. Salute to my brother, Legendary Top Cats in the building. Go subscribe to my brother, Legendary Top Cats, man. Go subscribe to my brother, man. It's my Harlem brother in the building, man. Salute. He reside in Texas, but he a Harlem brother. You know what I'm saying? My brother, I can't wait till you touch down in New York, King. We gonna move out here, you heard? That's a fact. He said Regis Prograis beat Shawn. Man, listen, man, y'all cut it out, man. Y'all ain't even see Regis Prograis in the ring with any type of B plus level fighter yet. Let alone Shawn Porter. That's disrespectful to Shawn Porter, man. You don't have to like Shawn Porter. You don't understand Shawn Porter. He just beat Danny Garcia, okay? Now let me ask y'all something. Yes, sir. You already know, legend. Uh, uh, uh. You think that Regis Prograis beat Danny Garcia in his prime at 140? You think that Regis Prograis beats Danny Garcia? Danny Garcia would have been undisputed at 140 should Terence Crawford not have. The only person who would have beat Danny Garcia at 140 would have been Terence Crawford. He beat Danny Garcia convincingly too. Exactly. Shawn Porter beat Danny Garcia convincingly. You think Regis Prograis is going to beat Danny Garcia? Man, come on, man. You think Jose Ramirez or Maurice Hooker, Josh Taylor, they going to beat Danny Garcia? Cut it out, man. He didn't beat AB. He got the decision. Wow. Wow. Salute to my brother Christopher Jeanette in the super chat. If Porter's a B-level fighter, so what that makes Thurman and Danny Garcia our way? Exactly. Because he beat Danny Garcia convincingly, and Keith Thurman won the fight by 1 round. So you think that you think that Regis Prograis, if Keith Thurman's at 140, you think that Keith Thurman can't beat Regis Prograis? You think Keith Thurman can't beat Maurice Hooker, Josh Taylor, or Jose Ramirez? Dudes is tripping, man. He didn't beat Adrian Broner. He got the decision. Railjet, salute. Salute to my brother Christopher Schaefer in that super chat. He said it won't be easy as it's going to look for Errol. Like you said, Porter's style fits right into Errol's hands. That's a fact. Four Deuce Trade, salute. Salute to my brother Christopher Schaefer in the super chat. They said he didn't beat Adrian Broner. He got the decision. Man, he beat Adrian Broner from round 1. The only round Adrian Broner won against Shawn Porter was round 12. Are you kidding me? Stop it. We got 350 people here. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 350. BBG said Porter lost to Ugas. Okay, let's say he did lose to Ugas. Do you think Ugas would lose to Jose Ramirez, Maurice Hooker, Regis Prograis, or Josh Taylor? Anthony Grande Jr., salute. Naam Ali, salute. Never said that. I never said Danny Thurman or Porter was on Errol or Crawford. Never said that. Where you going?
School.
Take my car.
Where's your keys?
Um,
I checked
you
upstairs.
took them. You took them yesterday.
Oh yeah, you're right. I did.
Sharon Harris, salute. That's what I'm saying, man. Dudes are misjudging Shawn Porter's opposition. Dudes, y'all saying like, oh, he lost to Ugas. Okay. I didn't think he lost to Ugas. I thought he won the fight. But let's say 503 Lions, salute. King, what's shaking? Sharon Haggard, salute. Ugas is big, right? So they saying, oh, he lost to Ugas. Okay. Okay, let's say he did lose to Ugas. You thought that Ugas won by a landslide? Let's say you think he did win. How many rounds you thought Ugas won in that fight? Stanley Donald, salute. Pastor Student, salute. And so you don't think Ugas would give Keith Thurman problems? You think that Keith Thurman just gonna whitewash Ugas? You think that Errol Spence would just whitewash Ugas, no problems? You think that Danny Garcia and Ugas will whitewash? You think they just gonna walk through your Danish Ugas? Come on, man. 503 Lion, I had the same thing you had. I had the same exact thing. Salute to my brother Christopher Jernett in that super chat once again. He said Porter has best resume at 147. I'll wait. I've been saying the same thing. Salute to my brother Joe Brown in the super chat. He said, Capo, these dudes come straight out of a comic book. Suddenly, I would like to leave your island when they say Porter won the fight, but he didn't beat him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Against Adrian Broner. Come on, man. Call us your poppy. Salute. Come on, man. Salute to my brother Building Stronger Men in the super chat. He said, what's good? Good to see you again, brother. Blessings. Peace and blessings to you, King. Appreciate you. Smash that like button, man. Get them likes up to 350, man. Yeah, man, y'all come straight out of a comic book. Suddenly, I like to leave your live stream. Chris Jackson, salute. My brother, Lou Hinton. Lou Hinton in the super chat. That's another brother I've been meeting to send his shirt and his hat forever and a day, man. I'm going to get on it, man. I promise y'all I'm going to get on it, man. Carl's area, salute. Teddy Roma, salute. Like to say Adrian Broner beat Shawn Porter, come on, man, stop, man. Now it's just clear to me you don't like Shawn Porter. If anybody could say Adrian Broner won that, Adrian Broner didn't even say he won that fight. Adrian Broner said, I had too slow of a start. I wasn't active like I wanted to be. I want to do it again. Adrian Broner even admitted that he didn't win the fight. But y'all come here talking about Adrian Broner beat Shawn Porter. Stop it, man. Stop it. He beat Adrian Broner from round 1 to round 11. Only round he lost was 12, and that's because of the flash knockdown. That's it. Like, it's just getting ridiculous, man. Y'all not giving Shawn Porter no credit. So this is what I'm going to tell y'all. Because I say this all the time, and I'm going to say this again. If you discredit Shawn Porter and say he's not good, and he's losing all these fights, then how you going to give Errol Spence credit for beating him? Answer that question. And so then by your assessment, Errol Spence beats Shawn Porter. Then Errol Spence gained the belt by beating nobody then. He was gifted a belt, right? Salute to my brother Akeem the Great. So now you can't give Errol Spence no credit for beating Shawn Porter because Shawn Porter is not nobody. He can't beat Ugas. He can't beat Regis Prograis. He can't beat Jose Ramirez. He can't beat Maurice Hooker. He lost to Udanis Ugas. He lost to Adrian Broner. He lost. So then, okay, then what credit are you giving Errol Spence then? Do I think Porter's a dirty fighter? No, I think he's rough and rugged.
It's called a fight. Anthony Lamar, you fighting. I never been in a fight and somebody say, man, this dude is dirty. We in a fight. Now there's rules to it. The one and only LF, salute. Now there's rules, right? But Shawn Porter ain't biting nobody. Shawn Porter ain't slamming nobody. You might not like his style, but it's a fight. It's a fight. You do what you got to do to win the fight. It's a fight. This dude's trying to do you harm. Hustle Slim, salute. He's trying to do you harm. What are we talking about here? It's a fight. It's a boxing match. Like, what are we talking about here? I seen times. My train coming at 11:30. You looked on the cable box? Just look on the. Let me see. Find my keys. I'm taking the train. I'm not driving. Let the windows down. Man, can't find my car keys, man. So, smash the like button, man. Get the likes up to 350. I forgot what I was just saying now. My wife just distracted me. Just straight up distracted me. Man, what was I talking about? I forgot what I was saying. Pull counter boxes, salute. You that. Oh, okay. Yeah, Shawn Porter. It's a boxing. It's a fight, right? Timothy Bradley used his head. Floyd Mayweather. People used to say Floyd Mayweather had dirty tactics. He used his elbow on the inside. He used his forearm and put it up under your throat. Right? It's a fight. Bright light. Salute. Spence wanted the easier fight. How? How? How can Spence want the easier fight? You think Shawn Porter is an easier fight than Mean Machine? You say he headbutt. So did Timothy Bradley. So did Julio Cesar Chavez. There's plenty of people. What that mean? So what y'all saying? What y'all trying to say is one foul is greater than the other. Tion Goolsby. Porter style to me is a tailor made for Spence. Plus, the natural attribute he already has as far as height and reach. That's exactly my opinion. That's exactly why I favor Errol Spence to win the fight. Tion Goolsby. That's exactly what I said. Akelito vibes. Salute. Picasso. Salute. Iceberg Nerd. Salute. The easier fight to make. People act like they didn't know what he meant. Exactly. They took it and tried to switch it and try to turn it and act like he was like, no, I want the easy opponent. No, that's not what he said at all. That's not what he said at all. What happens with Porter if he wins? Go after Manny Pacquiao. Mastermind, salute. The one to give it to you, salute. Go after Manny Pacquiao. Go on your journey to becoming undisputed. Fighting quad, salute. Or shaker. Start your journey to undisputed. Now you unified. You'll be the IBF. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? Shawn Porter was struggling to make weight his last two fights, and that IBF have that 10 pound next day weigh in limit and all that. It's a lot of stipulations, And that's another thing people love to say about Errol Spence and his weight, and he's struggling to make weight. He's with the sanction body that has the most stipulations out of all of them. They have a 10-pound rehydration clause. They have a next day weigh-in. They have two weigh-ins. The IBF, the spot. Salute. Make it there. Make it happen. Tunnel vision. Salute. Tunnel vision. That's false because they can implicate it, just like they did with Danny Jacobs the last fight. Lloyd Lawrence. Salute. They just did it with Danny Jacobs. It depends if the other guy wants to agree to it. The other fighter. So if Errol Spence agrees or disagrees with it, it could be his advantage or his disadvantage. It's up to him. Is reports that Hurd could possibly move up. It hasn't been official. Canelo Alvarez obviously made Danny Jacobs go by it, and Danny Jacobs just left it alone. I don't think he showed up. Antonio Austin, salute. Hey, listen, man, but that's all I got, man. I got to get up out of here. Trill Box Talk should be coming on, and I got to get up out of here. I got to head over to this press conference. Tony Boswell said, I'm up in the mountains, so no update. Yeah, it's not official yet. Jared Hurd. Yep, Errol first real test. Porter ain't no walkover. That's a fact. Antonio Austin, salute. Marco J. Bow, salute. Star City J, salute. Lord Lawrence, salute. Lord Lawrence UK. Donzel Exler, salute. Dane Watson, Cutthroats, salute. Chuck P, salute. Cutthroat Sports, salute. Let me get up out of here, man. Trill Boxer Talk should be coming on, and I got to jump on this train, so y'all know what it is. It's work, it's the grind. Rico Shaw, Mike Hennigan, Stephen L. Hawkins, salute. Salute, salute. Name Ali, salute. What was Brooke? What was Brooke? Kel Brook was IBF. PK Boxer MMA, my brother, salute. Ty King Allah, salute. PK said, Hurd is pissing me off. I think Hurd is making a smart decision because he's getting acclimated to a whole new team, a whole new situation. Do you want to go back to that right now? And remember, he was struggling to make weight, supposedly, and all that. He never showed it on the scales or none of that, but, there's a lot of issues that he has. So iron those out before you go back into that type of situation, man. Because he lose again, you know what it is in the sport of boxing. Oh, he's saying what was Cal Brook his first test? You know, you right. It's the different. It's Cal Brook. See, that's what I'm saying about him gaining the experience. Then I'm gonna get out of here. This is what I'm saying about Errol Spence gaining experience. So he experienced going to the UK and facing a style like Cal Brook. He fought in his hometown twice now, right? One being a huge mega fight in the main area in Dallas Cowboys Stadium, right, against Mikey Garcia, one of the best fighters in the world. Yes, Mikey Garcia moved up in weight, but Mikey Garcia is no walkover for nobody. And he outboxed Mikey Garcia. So he fought Kell Brook that style. Kell Brook was a very big, welterweight, strong, with a beautiful jab. Kell Brook has a great jab. And he's very technical. And he fought Kell Brook in his backyard. Got that experience. Then he fought Mikey Garcia. He fought twice in his hometown. So that the you guys know what I always say. The aura of surprise is no longer. See, he can't be shell shocked under the spotlight, under the big lights, because he did that in his backyard. That's a lot of pressure. Twice. Okay? Now he's moving on to facing. He fought Lamont Peterson, who has a rough, rugged style. Come forward, bang you to the body. He passed that test. This is all tests that he's just gaining experience and knowledge. Then he goes on. Now he's going on to fight Shawn Porter, who's going to be a totally different style that he's going to have to compete with, and he be victorious, especially if he passed this test with flying colors. He's going to get the best version of Shawn Porter that Shawn Porter has ever laid out in front of us. I'm gonna say this again. He's gonna get the best version of Shawn Porter that Shawn Porter has ever displayed. Even better than the Keith Thurman version. And so this is all experience, all data that he's collecting. And now, if he goes in a fight from Shawn Porter, beats Shawn Porter, and then goes into a fight with Manny Pacquiao, a southpaw with herky jerky, in and out, quick, and short, little, compact, and beats Manny Pacquiao, who's a southpaw. So he's going to be able to look in the mirror because he's a southpaw. So he's going to be looking in the mirror, right? And he's going to know what it feels like to face a southpaw legend. Do I think he's going to knock Shawn Porter out? No. No, I don't. He's going to win, but I don't think he's going to knock him out. But imagine he gains that experience with Pacquiao. Now he's in the fight with the biggest legend because Manny Pacquiao's not going to fight from here. So it's not like Manny Pacquiao's status is going to take a hit. He just beat Keith Thurman. So Manny Pacquiao next fight could be Errol Spence. So that means he's going to fight Manny Pacquiao, who's still viewed as the legend of the sport of boxing. Fought Shawn Porter, fought Kell Brook, fought Mikey Garcia, fought in his hometown. Nothing is going to surprise him against Terence Crawford. Nothing. Mind your neck. Salute. So, but yo, listen, let me get up out of here. Trill Box should be coming on. I got to get up out of here, man. I got to start getting dressed. Got to get ready. Salute to each and every one of y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Your boy Blue, man. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share my videos, man. Share these videos. Hit that like button, man. Get them likes up to 400 right now, man. Come on, man. Stephen Lamontes Hawkins, salute. Smash the like button, man. Get them likes up to 400, man. New Jersey, Lou Hitton, salute. Warren Mack Jr., salute. Smash that like button, man. Salute to my brother Picasso in that super chat. He said, one thing we do know is it's going to be a fight. That's a fact. Shawn Porter coming to win. Smash that like button, man. Get them likes up to 400, my peopleizations. Smash the like button. Eric Coordinate, salute. Anthony Willis, salute. Man, Errol Spence is being overlooked and Shawn Porter is being overlooked, man. It's going to be a great fight, and I can't wait, man. I think Errol Spence going to win. Damian Foster, salute. That's my honest opinion, my honest assessment. No slight against Shawn Porter, no slight against nobody. I'm just, in my honest opinion, just like you ask any other mainstream media, Andre Ward going to have to pick who he think going to win. Timothy Bradley going to pick who he think going to win. Paulie Malignaggi, Joe Tessitore, everybody gonna pick who they win. So I'm just giving my honest opinion. No slight against Shawn Porter, nobody. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes to 400, my peopleizations. Ernest Robinson, salute. Salute to my peoples, man. Listen, let me get up off here, man. Trill Boxing Talk should be coming on right now, man. Go check out my brother Black Fight Fan TV channel. Check out the General 78 Sports TV. Fly Paper, salute. On Trill Boxing Talk, man. Smash that like button, man. Get them likes up to 400. Andel Garraway, salute. He said Shaw would fight dirty. How? Malapi and Jenny, what do you think about the heavyweight fight? Oh, you talking about Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz? I think Andy Ruiz's style is all wrong for Anthony Joshua. But if Andy Ruiz is not focused and the pressure is getting to him, he's going to lose. Roosevelt Ivory, salute. Rashawn Pittman, salute. Ninth round stoppage. Jason Clay, I don't think so. I think Errol Spence is gonna win, but I don't even think he's gonna drop him. Bilal Hobbs, salute. Appreciate you, King. Smash that like button, man. Get them likes up to 400, my peopleizations. Smash the like button, man. Get them likes up to 400. Word, Stephen L. Hawkins. Let me get out of here, man. To the city. Smash the like button, man. Get them likes up to 400, my peopleizations. Salute my peopleization. Let me get up out of here, man. Peace and bless to each and every one of y'all. Salute. Y'all already know what it is, man. Oh, matter of fact, come check me out because I will be going live. So pardon right now to my brother Fanon, but no, Fanon won't even be on. Matter of fact, so I'll be live at the Joshua Ruiz fight. So make sure y'all come and check it out. Lee Orsi, salute. I'll be live at the Joshua Ruiz press conference today as I'm headed there right now. So make sure y'all come back at about 1:15, 1:30, and check out the live stream because we'll be live the Joshua Ruiz press conference. So make sure y'all come back and check that out. 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So